Box plots. Okay, our objective here, we want to create a box plot for a given data set using Desmos. Well, what's a box plot? A box plot is a graphical rendition of statistical data that shows the data divided into quarters by showing the lowest value, the 25th percent value, the 50th percent value, and the 75th percent values. They're called quartiles, and the highest value. And so here's kind of a generic box plot. And you can see here is the lowest value at 2. Here's the highest value at 8. So it's very easy to find the range. Of course, 8 minus 2 is 6. And then here is the 25th percent value called quartile 1. Quartile means quarters, of course, so we're dividing the data into quarters. Here's quartile 2 and here's quartile 3. So here is the first 25% of the data. Here's the next 25% of the data. Here's the third 25% of the data. And here is the fourth 25% of the data. Okay? The term box plot comes from the fact that the graph looks like a rectangle. There it is right there. And the rectangle represents the middle 50% of your data, with lines extending from the top and the bottom. Okay? Because of the extending lines, it is sometimes called a box and whisker plot. I have often, when I've taught it in previous years, we called it box and whisker plot because of the kind of the cat-like look of the box with the whiskers coming off the top and the bottom, or in this case, the right and the left. A box plot, quickly shows the range. So here's our range. The middle 50%, the box represents the middle 50%. Between quartile 1 and quartile 3, and quartile 2 is the median. This is the exact median, the middle of the data when the data are arranged in order. The box plot shows those things with a quick glance. All right, to create a box plot in Desmos, we're going to use the box plot, go figure, function. Okay, so example 1, the heights in inches of 15 adults are listed below. Use Desmos to construct a box plot for the data set, sketch and label. That word should be and, unless I got a little messed up there. Sketch and label your results below. So here are my 15 data points. I'm going to put those into Desmos using the box plot function. Okay, let's bring in Desmos. Okay, and line it up for you. Okay, so we're going to go in here, row number 1 in this case, and we're going to go into functions. So I need to find my functions key. And you'll notice here, I'm already there, but normally it opens up to your trig functions. A box plot is a kind of a distribution. It's involved in statistics, but it's not in the statistics menu. It's in the distribution menu. And this has, across the top, various visualizations of data. Okay, a histogram, a dot plot, and here is the box plot right here. So I'm going to select box plot, and here I have my box plot. Now I want to notice something here. Desmos is showing me this triangle with a exclamation point, and that's giving me some information. I'm going to click there. A box plot requires a list. For example, try typing box plot parenthesis bracket. Okay, so it needs for some reason, I don't know the answer to this, it needs a parenthesis with a bracket for the list. So I'll go back into here, I'll press ABC, and I'll press a bracket. Okay, now you'll notice it turned to this red, and there's your box plot right there. That's the little box plot icon. All right, let's put our data in with commas. So I'll go back to the numbers here. And I have 15 of these, so give me a moment. 74, 63, 67, comma 70, comma 73. You need to be careful because one wrong entry, of course, and things will not be correct. So I'm trying to be careful. As I go through, I'm kind of double checking myself, make sure I put the number in correctly. Okay, that's the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, okay, so at least I have 10. Okay, 65, 70, 66, 64, and finally 67. And I can go back and I can close up that parenthesis. Whoops, it's telling me I can't do that. I'll just leave it there. Looks like I'm good. Okay, so now let's see here. I don't see it because my window, the default graph window, goes from -10 to 10 and from -10 to 10. But again, we can press this magnifying glass with the plus sign and it will reset the graph so I can see what we're talking about, and there it is. There's my box plot or box and whisker plot. Okay, and you can see that the lowest data is going to be 63, the lowest data point, the highest data point 74. It turns out I just randomly put the data in there. I randomly selected data to use, and for whatever reason I managed to get everything on a whole number. So quartile 1 takes place at 65. The median, 50% of the data, is also quartile 2, takes place at 68. Quartile 3 is 70. So there we have it. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab that and we're going to sketch that below. So I'll come back to here. And nothing fancy. Okay, what we need here is we need a number line. So we'll go across, we'll make the number line, and we'll say this one went from 60 to 65 to 70 to 75. Again, I'm not getting overly fancy. 63 was our lowest value. 65 was our quartile 1 value. 67 was our median, 70 was our quartile 3 value, and 74 was our high. We draw a box around quartiles 1 and 3. We draw a line through the median, and then we extend out to the extremes. Okay, and again, if you want, and we can put the values and we can say that this value, we don't need to do this, but if you want to put a 63 here because it just indicate this is 67 and this is 74. And of course, this is quartile 1. This is the 25th percentile. This is quartile 2, also called the median because it's the 50th percentile. And this is quartile 3. So there's just a quick sketch, and again, what it shows you very quickly at a glance, the spread of your data in the range, the middle 50% of your data where you may choose to focus, if you want, you may be focusing in here for whatever reason on that middle 50%, and the median, the 50% line right there.